So it's content day, and just before we go to the gym, I thought it would be really important to show you how far you can excel in life should you make a decision. Because before, when I was on the YouTube channel, you know, The Terrible Twins, I used to talk about Lamborghinis, I used to talk about supercars and all that good stuff, and I've achieved that, and I'm really, really proud of myself. But there's huge stipulations that come with success that you don't see on YouTube, that you don't get on Instagram. You know, you see a supercar and a bottle of champagne, but you don't see the pain and the hardship that goes with it. And what I really want to convey in, you know, my content across YouTube and social media is that it's okay to desire nice things, but focus on who you need to become, but more importantly, your personal identity and what got you there, because I personally lost it all. So enjoy today's video. I'm going to try and make it as different as possible, but engaging as possible, so you get a genuine insight behind the work ethic, the mindset, the lifestyle behind how I live my life. Guys, enjoy. You know, I don't claim to be mega successful, but remember, it was only 4 years ago I was living on a mattress in a council house in Coventry with a vision. And you know, fast forward now, you know, I'm in a really fortunate position. The cameraman used to stay in my house, and he actually used to sleep in my mother's house. And you know, now I have a garden that resembles the park I used to play at. Vegas, come on. Excuse the grass, I have a gardener coming tomorrow, but I have my office there, and this is my space. This is the stuff that I used to think about when I was in Coventry. Look at the flowers and the trees, show them pages, show them. I have Vegas, my protection dog from Russia. He's getting over an injury at the moment. I have a chicken coop. Admittedly, the chickens have gone. I'm going through a breakup, so the chickens have gone. But I've got, however, rhubarb and stuff, so we've got a veg patch. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you have a goal, if you have a vision, you need to surround yourself with people that get it. Don't listen to anything external that can take you away from your goals. And more importantly, find some sort of resolve and resources internally that consistently give you the drive to continue to sacrifice to achieve your long-term goal. Okay, I'm living proof anything's possible, and I'm only just getting started. So please like, share the content. More importantly, keep telling your friends about it. Vegas, come here, boy. Office is a little bit of a mess. The cleaners are coming tomorrow. Like the gardener, I get them all at once. But I used to say to people online, I was fully booked, and what I used to be was depressed on a mattress. I used to say I was fully booked in my office, and I never had one. Look, if you have OCD, don't look at the frames because they're a little bit wonky. It is what it is. But this is my office, man. This is my little space. This is where I work every day. This is where I coach my executive clients. This is where I teach people about branding, business communication. This is where I host my personal development Zoom events. This is where the magic happens. You know, I surround myself with my investments and my certifications in NLP hypnosis and timeline therapy, because it reminds me of what's possible and it drives me. You know, ladies and gentlemen, I believe in order for you to succeed, you need to surround yourself with positivity and consistently remind yourself that it's possible. I'll see you all in the gym. So allow me to introduce you to one of my executive students. Do you know, we talk about congruency? You know, when you become something in the eyes of the public, it's important that you don't only promote and show a certain way of being, but you actually become that person internally. And Matt Hall has done exactly that. He's currently working with me as a coach and a mentor himself, qualified in NLP hypnosis and timeline therapy. He's become the message that he preaches. 16 weeks ago, I gave him a challenge. Matt, you talk about this healthy lifestyle, you're up doing cardio every single day. Why don't you do a bodybuilding show? He's now 4 weeks out from his stage debut. Matt?
Yeah, so this is the thing. I've come to Louis for business mentoring to help me grow my business. I never ever set out to do something like this, but one thing that I've learned working with Louis and also witnessing how he and Reese work together is everything you desire in life requires a certain resilience, requires a certain ability to push through adversity and hardship, and there's no better playing ground to learn the skills than in the gym. So like Louis just said there, it's not just about doing the work for the work's sake, it's about getting a specific result and who I will become in the process.
So how do you give someone these transferable skills? How do you teach someone to have an objective and to execute on it? The thing that I like about bodybuilding is it teaches something called fundamental values. That fundamental values is this: discipline, hard work, the ability to stay objective throughout the process and then seeing it through to the very end. Today you get to witness Matt Hall give us 110% like he has done for the last 18 months. Part of my lifestyle is obviously coaching people. Now we use the gym as an opportunity to give people the resilience that they can transition into business. Today we're training one of Llewellyn's clients, Matt Hall, a guy that I admire massively because when he came into our life, he was half the man that he is today. He's successfully grown companies, he's successfully branded himself and added value to other people's lives, and now he's going under his own physical transformation to get on the bodybuilding stage for the first time. So again, this isn't really about the end product or the physique, it's about enjoying the process. And what I love about Matt is I've watched his journey and I've watched him grow and become successful and build a resilience and following the process. And now you get to see him do the work that matters. So let's go, man, come and enjoy. All we're doing now, it's not classed as a warm-up set, we're just literally waking up the body, getting the central nervous system activated. One of the biggest mistakes we all consciously make when we're going to the gym is you go in, you focus, you do a warm-up, and you train. You know what we're doing now, 4 weeks, 5 weeks, and 6 weeks out from bodybuilding show, just making sure that our mind's primed for the torture that's about to come. Here's the thing, first video, I literally walked into the gym like a pussy because my mind wasn't in the right place. Now I'm marching into the gym because I've got a purpose. You can't ask for a purpose, you have to earn the purpose through lack of clarity. That's how you get it. Pussy wow! I would not push. I would not push. I would not push. I would not. No chance. No chance. Doctor. Who got that? Wait, who got that? Me. You got doctor. You got doctor. Contrary to the mindset of my brother, I'm mindful. 6 weeks out, don't want to pull nothing, don't want no twinges, no ego involved. I've got a show to win. You know, I'm all about the look, not just the fucking anger. I'm about a little bit of both. I've got a few switches. Mainly I like to keep the ego switch off. However, if I'm struggling, I feel fatigued, I'll switch the ego switch on. Still practice perfect form, mind and muscle connection, but that ego enables you to surpass that level of limitation. It's like people say, be humble in pursuit. Humble don't get you out of your overdraft. Humble don't get you from the fucking floor when the world's trying to beat you up. Ego gets you out of it. So when Reese flips that switch, please don't misinterpret what it is he's trying to convey. He's utilizing what he's got inside of him to overcome. You do the same. When it comes to success and getting results, I believe one's fucking size fits all. You have to work extremely hard with vision. It's that simple. Tell me one successful person that will tell you different. You won't. Let's go, Matt. Easy, come on. 2, 3, yes. 4, 5, yes. 6, bit longer. 7, good. Hey, you're looking great. 10, now we drive hard. 12, good. 14, good, come on, breathe. 16, 17, well done. Come on. 19, here we go then. 10, 9, 8, come on. 6, work. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Put them down, 5 seconds rest. Then we're just gonna lift them up and we're gonna do 10 partials, that's it. Yep. Okay, beautiful work, bro. Big breath. Let's go then, champ. Let's go. 1, breathe. 2, don't hold your breath, man. Good. 5, 6, yes, boss. Looking great. 9. Speak to the camera, bro. Speak to the camera.
One of the things that I found working with Louis and Reese is everything you get on YouTube is great, but being up close and personal is an entirely different vibe. They really mean what they say, and when they talk about pushing perceived boundaries, that's what they're about every single fucking day. And that's what I'm getting a taste of up close and personal right now. Feels great.
So for me now, it's not really about reps or momentum. My fat's coming off. It's about doing something with the muscle. So I need to improve its density and its hardness. How I do that is by concentrating on both portions of the rep. So the mind and muscle connection is really important, and so is the amount of weight that I'm lifting. If I'm using ego and aggression, it's not going to achieve my objective. Now it's about shape and hardness. Surprisingly today, I don't feel as strong as my usual self. I feel like I'm getting depleted real quick. The great thing is, like, that's a good sign for my body. You know, when you go into the gym and you're 6 weeks out from a show, you shouldn't be feeling fucking 11 out of 10. You know, you should be depleting fast. I'm in a calorie deficit, and I'm finding it tough. Exactly as it should be.
So exactly like Louis was just saying there, I'm 4 weeks out from my show. For the first time, I'm feeling depleted, energy-wise is low, my mood is low, and this is where it just taps into now, mindset is everything. I've got to be objective in my approach, I've got to just detach from those emotions and just get it done.
Matt rushes a lot of his reps because what happens is you get underneath a weight, regardless of the weight, and you think, right, I need to execute on it fast and aggressively so that I get it done. Remember, it's about mind to muscle connection. To get that full muscle belly, to get the striations that you need in your chest, you got to control the movement. So what we're looking for Matt to do now, lower the weight, time and detention, push up, time and detention. Not erratic, not crazy. You know, I'm a trainer of NLP, trainer of hypnosis. I'm a fucking master communicator, but it will never stop me from communicating how I feel in the moment. It could be right or wrong, but I'll always communicate from an emotional standpoint. That's how transparent I am. You know, some people like it, some people don't. I just don't give a fuck. It's ethical. That's like quite an unconventional movement because you sit down and you think you're gonna push through the shoulder, this part here. I don't know what it's called, you know, I'm depleted in that, but it's very unconventional movement. That was my education. If you want more education, go to a different channel. I just jumped on the set and it's like, fuck me, this is easy. Louis, you changed the weights, bro. Yeah, I made it lighter. Louis, this is weightlifting, not airlifting, bitch. One thing I've always appreciated is support from a client. There ain't no hierarchy in the gym, and there's no leadership in the gym. We're all just fucking in the same trenches, working together. So when Matt gives me encouragement, it means a fucking lot to me. There ain't no positioning when it comes to taking positivity from people. Just receive it from every fucker.
5 more, let's go.
Come on then, mate. Fucking 10 more, we stopped. 1, 2, I ain't let this come off.
Yeah, man.
3, come on, bro. 4, come on. Brandon Curry, Phil Heath, Island, Possible. Come on. Well done. Another 10 now, you've got loads in the tank. You see, the thing is this, you're not in Essex now. You call me fat when I'm lazy, you call me a cunt when I'm beasting ya. Get back on the machine. Shut the Let's go. Come on. You can't. You gotta do. Okay, I'll get on the machine. Because the thing is this: you can fucking hype, but he was nowhere near failure. Listen. Man's lost 3 stone and thinks he's on a level. He's lost 3 stone. He's been walking around. He's been walking around like the Marshmallow Man for 3 years. Then he wants to come into my territory and think he can ramp with the champ. No. But here, YouTube, yeah, you will see me make him look like a fucking idiot. Do you understand? You will see me make him look like a little girl. Because you see me obese, now you watch me make him look like a fucking dwarf. You pussy. Get out of the gym. Boom. Get out of the gym. You see? He's been taking too many Carmex. Man's walking around asleep, dreaming and shit. Pussy. My mum told me when I was a kid, son, calm down, cream rises to the top. Time to leave that coffee behind. Mum said to me, don't watch your brother's got a gap in his teeth. Do you know what that means? It means you're gonna be wealthy as fuck. I achieved that 4 years ago. How many of you hello? I just said to my brother, I appreciate the support during my transformation, and he said to me, jokingly, it's not support, I'm your inspiration. What's wrong with that? Why are you joking about it for? Yeah, you are my inspiration. But inspire me to a point where I overtake you, then I'll become your inspiration. Because this is the wheel of life. Be inspired, get inspired, over-inspire, and allow the people that inspire you to chase. It's beautiful, it's cyclical. How can you lose with that mentality? It's positive, it's not a competition. Yes, Louis, you inspire me, but now allow me to overtake you so I can inspire you. You feel me? Skoda versus Bugatti. Okay, so 1 second, right? Lamborghini, Bentley GT Continental, Range Rover Autobiography, and a Defender 110 Crown Edition. Ask Louis what cars he's got. Standard. E-Class Merc, GT Bentley. Obviously I've got my wife, a Range, and a TT. But Reese's house is like a little shed in my fucking back garden. So there's no comparison there. Reese, can I come to your shed later for dinner? So today was weird. Our objective as a team was to give you a bit of an insight into the lifestyle. So you get to see my home, you get to see me traveling here, you get to see me train and work, but more importantly, I wanted to give you an insight behind a client that I think's done extremely well. I've had limited access to him because he's my brother's client. However, he has come to an awful lot of the events in which I've hosted and written content for. When you're watching this, don't look at what he has or where he's at now. Look at the work that he's had to do in between to get to this stage. So take away me and my brother out of the equation and let's pay attention to Matt. And one thing we want to say is, do you know, like, when you become an influencer and you have people come up underneath your umbrella, it's really important that you put them on what we call like a social pedestal, because we haven't done this whole thing for a decade, 10 years, to allow our students not to get the correct level of edification when they've done the work. The biggest mistake people make in this country alone is they think by interacting with myself and Reese on a professional level that they automatically go into this process of edification, which means we partner with the twins in business or any capacity and we get access to their network through edification. It doesn't work like that. You must earn your stripes, you must do the work, and above all else, you must provide us with a tangible result. Matt has done that.
So there we go, I've just finished my training session with the Terrible Twins, and the thing that I want everybody to understand, as somebody that's been exposed to these two firsthand for nearly 19 months now, is you can watch them on YouTube, you can listen to the podcast, you can follow them on social media, and what you see is motivational, it's inspirational, it's something that a lot of people desire to get around, to be around, and to be a little bit like. But the one thing that's impressed me the most is being close to these literally 7 days a week after week for over a year now, is they are the real fucking deal. It's not a case of making 6-7 figures and then chilling and then just allowing everybody else to do the work. They're still getting up at 5 a.m. They're still pushing themselves in the gym, and that for me, as somebody that's, you know, relatively new on this journey, is really, really inspiring to go, there's levels, and there's always levels, but it always comes back to the foundations. How hard are you willing to keep pushing yourself time and time again, keep reinventing, keep reevaluating, and keep moving to that next stage? And watching Louis and Reese, you know, firsthand, it's another level of inspiring when you're actually there. And for me, I've realised you can't cheat this process. You've got to be willing to do whatever it takes, time and time again. If you desire success, financially, physically, emotionally, there's no way of cheating it. You've got to keep on going time and time again. That's what we've done today. That's what we're going to keep on doing. And as a result, great things just keep coming for it. So I want to say thank you for following me today. I hope you found it inspirational, not just seeing what the twins do, but seeing somebody that's been working with them and that's been really pushed. There's no way you can kind of cheat this. The reality is the reality. I've grown more in 18 months than I have in 30 years of living prior to this. So results don't lie.